Welcome to Wrestling with Fitness, a monthly accountability podcast hosted by Shotgun Wrestling Radio's Zach Takis and the Wizard CZ of Card Subject to Change. Fitness-minded guests from the world of indie wrestling. Now let's head into the studio with Zach and CZ.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Wrestling with Fitness, the monthly accountability podcast, part of the Card Subject to Change family of shows, and of course, partnered with Shotgun Wrestling Radio, and I couldn't do this without my partner from Shotgun, Mr. Zach Takis. Zach, how you feeling today, my friend?
Pretty good, actually. I love this time of year. Weather's changing because that way it means on my off days I can usually get out and go for a walk, or if I can double up. Yeah, I really feel like you feel everybody's mood drastically change when the weather starts to shift and we start having 50, 60, 70, 80 degree days in March. There's just nothing better, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And now that the weather has gotten nice enough, we've talked about me having a Y membership. I hate going down to the track just because it's a circle. I mean, I walk a circle when I walk the neighborhood, but there's more to see than just walls and people when I do that. So, but enough about us. We've got a fantastic guest in the studio with us, the kingpin, if you will, of Central Empire Wrestling, Mr. Austin Bayliss. Austin, how you doing, my friend?
Good. Hey, thanks for having me, guys. This is fun. First time I've ever done this, so this is awesome. Thank you so much for having me, and let's rock and roll. Let's have a good time, and I'm gonna have to follow your guys' lead on this one.
Absolutely. And we talk a little fitness, we talk a little wrestling. So, let's just jump off, Austin. I know you've been on a fitness journey of your own, like Zach and I have. Talk about what made you start getting back into the fitness aspect of life.
I'm gonna say maybe 15 years ago, I had a knee injury, and I was in really good shape at the time of this knee injury. It was just kind of a freak accident. Took me out of wrestling for about a year. I came back, wrestled for another year, had an injury on my other knee. And after both surgeries, I gained weight. And then it just kind of became something where I was okay with watching others wrestle and promoting behind the scenes. Kept gaining weight and getting older and just life. And I was very content. I was very happy. And then about a year and a half, 2 years ago, these younger kids that had never seen, I was a young guy. Now I'm 38. A couple years ago, these younger kids, they're like, hey, I'd like to wrestle you. We should have a match. It would be so much fun. And that was really special. That meant a lot to me. The problem was there's no way, that's humbling, and it makes me feel really good. And I'm smiling, reflecting on it. But I don't look good in my gear anymore. I don't feel good. I can't do it. I feel like I could do a lot of the moves, and I feel like I would be safe. But as far as looking the part, I didn't have that confidence that I was capable. So actually, a year ago, we went on a vacation, my wife and I and some friends, to Mexico. And man, I was living life, right? Like, it was a good time down there. And we were just doing the vacation thing. And then I started looking at the pictures, and I'm like, who the hell is this fatty?
Yep.
Like, oh my God. In my head, I never felt like I was that big, I feel good. Maybe I have some work to do or could improve on some things, but I just always felt fine, comfortable in my own skin and whatever. So, but I see these pictures and I'm like, this is not me. This is not good. And I came home and I got sick. I went to the doctor and I weighed in at a lot, and it was embarrassing. I just didn't even know how it was possible. I was starting to get 4X t-shirts, and there was no sign of pause or no sign of slowing down. And the 4X shirts, they didn't even fit me well. It was just I don't know. It's just like masking now. Well, I thought it was masking, but I think I just look sloppy every day, and it didn't feel good. I weigh in at a massive number, and I wanted to wrestle again, right? Like I wanted to do that. My younger peers that were starting to like see me for the first time and interact with me for the first time have heard stories and are like, "Hey, who is this guy? What is this guy?" And I guess I kind of want to get back into it. And my son is in 5th grade now. I want to make him proud. I want to, God, I'm 38. I'm going to be 39 soon, and 40 soon, and 50 soon, and all that. So like, time is kind of running out. If I ever wanted to get back into it, I kind of had to put up or shut up. So I actually I lost 30 pounds from the beginning of April to the beginning of August, and I just kind of started focusing, I guess, on not eating the entire fridge. I mean, I like food and I like pop, and I mean, so I started kind of watching that, and so that 30 pounds came off okay. Um, and then in November, I started going to the YMCA in town. I got a gym membership and thoroughly enjoyed doing that. And a couple weeks in, um, I had some struggles in my personal life, which could have been a real setback. But at the same time, um, one of my buddies from high school, from my hometown, we were at an esports night for our kids, and I just looked at him and I said, "Hey, do you want to work out with me? Do you want to walk with me?" And he said, "Sure, let's do it." And man, I thought it was fun just going to the Y a couple weeks by myself and working on myself. But when you have somebody that you can chat with and talk to every single day and hold you accountable, and so I go to work at 6:30 in the morning, so I have to get my workout done before 6:30. My alarm goes off at 4. I'm on the road by 4:30. I meet up with one now. Now I got two buddies working out with me. Um, I meet up with one buddy at about 4:40, and by 5 a.m. we're walking. Man, we do a 5K at least every morning, and then I go drive a bus and live the dream. So um, I like it. I actually, it's one of the most exciting parts of my day. You build camaraderie with the people that are also at the gym working on themselves, and you know, um, yeah, they're in a lot better shape than I am. But I'm going to get there, right? Like it's going to happen. It feels good.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, I was kind of the same way with you. It's like I would see photos of myself. I'm like, ugh. Like just not something to be, like proud of. And it was again same way as you. I'm like, yeah, we gotta get it changed. And like, I would even notice at our old house, even kind of going up the stairs, I would almost have difficulty going up and down the stairs. Like, I get to the top of the steps, I'm like, I'm almost huffing and puffing, just going up. I'm like, okay, we need to nip this in the bud. And that was kind of my realization when I started my routine.
so when I first started walking with a buddy, it was hard for me to walk and talk at the same time without like
Right.
and now it goes so fast. Some days I don't even start breaking a sweat until the very end. I went to a doctor's appointment last week, and they've been following me. I go every month just to like, you know, um, have a little bit of accountability, because for years I was like saying I was trying, but not really,
Right. Yep. Yep.
So, so now I've been going to the doctor, and like every appointment, they're like, "Wow, Austin, good for you. Wow." And they can see it. Like, I don't know that I necessarily see it
Yeah.
physically yet. Like, I think I can feel the strength, and I can feel like not being exhausted right away. And like in wrestling matches, I feel much more capable of going 20-25 minutes than I would have a year ago.
Hmm.
Wouldn't have even attempted. But yeah, my resting heartbeat is improved so much, and my active heartbeat is not as high as it used to be. And so it's all, I don't know. I think it's good. I think it's exciting. And one thing that does make it hard with my schedule is, I've got to be out of the gym by 6:15 in the morning to go to work. So I'm really hoping that once school gets out, like this summer will be good for me, because I won't have a time frame really. I'll have a little more
Mhm.
flexibility.
Yeah,
But
and, you know,
getting it in
I
is good,
started.
you know.
Yeah. Well, I started back. I think it was November. I started going in the mornings. I'm usually there by 5:15 ish, and it was a struggle at first. You know, you got to get your. I'm the funny thing is though, I'm usually up at 5:45 every day, and it's like, uh, now I'm pretty much up at like 4:55, 5 o'clock roughly. So I'm like, it's really not that much earlier, but getting yourself up and out of the house right away is totally different than getting yourself up, getting yourself ready for the workday, and you know, seeing how the kids doing and everything, kind of getting them going too, and yeah, it's a whole different ball game. There's definitely mornings, and I'm sure you feel it too, where you're like, I could use extra sleep today, but I know you're not going to feel great the rest of the day if you don't go.
So yesterday, one of my buddies had something else going on at like 8:30 in Des Moines. We're 2 hours from Des Moines, so in order for us to work out, we had to be starting our workout at 4:30 in the morning. So my alarm went off at three something. I'm on the road to pick up my buddy. We get there. It was like 5 hours of sleep, and I don't know. I could use a little more than that, and do the day yesterday and go to bed. I don't know, 10 o'clock last night. Today my alarm went off at 4, and I was tired. I did not, you know. I mean, we've all felt that, and today was one of those days that I probably could have said, I'm sick, not coming. But no, we did it, and I've never called off. I take a lot of pride in that. And when you're working out with friends and buddies, that's a big accountability thing. Like you don't want them waiting at the gym by themselves.
Right.
It's early for me. It's also early for them, and there's two of them. So um, that's awesome. Yeah, it's truly one of the best parts of my day. Before I go to bed, I start looking forward to waking up now.
I'm
I want
a
to
little.
shout out. CZ, I'm gonna cut you off here a little bit. Sorry. Our good old pals Jared Thumb and Clint Dyer in the chat. So I want to say shout out to those two boys for being here with us tonight.
Sup, dudes?
Welcome to the show. We appreciate you watching. Oh, but one of the challenges that I have is my accountability partner, Zach, right over here, is 45 minutes, hour and a half away. It's hard for me to stay zoned in and disciplined because there's not really anyone else that I've been able to convince to keep me accountable here locally in the Quad Cities. So, I've talked about it plenty of times on the show. I've struggled for months and months. I'm still struggling. I keep falling off the wagon and trying to get back on, and it's hard. It's I don't know.
I think it's also hard for I guess I speak for myself and say that I didn't try for so long, right? So it took a long time to get to where I'm at right now, right? In a bad way. And so it doesn't just happen overnight to get to where you want to go and where you want to be at. And so, like, that first 30 pounds came off fairly easy, but then this last 10 has been kind of tough, right? And I'm still putting in the work every single day, and I'm not seeing the massive quick gains physically that I wish I was. Um, a friend of mine that I work out with in the morning, he was experiencing similar issues. He's been doing it for a month, and he hasn't lost a whole ton of weight, a whole lot of weight, and he doesn't see much, and he was kind of like wanting to give up, right? He sent me a text and said, I'm just about ready to throw in the towel on this. And I'm like, dude, you got to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
First off, we're buddies. You get to do it with me. I get to do it with you. We got another buddy. Like, good for us. Um, but at the same time, like, we're walking, and I feel like it could get so much harder than that. We're dedicated and we're doing our best. We're walking. We're going to do a 5K here in a few weeks together, hopefully the three of us. But like 2-year-olds walk, right? 3-year-olds walk. So like
Right.
if we want to truly like build up big muscles and stuff, like the easiest way to start is like you got to be able to walk. You got to be able to walk for a while. And when you do have that support system, at least for me, um, it makes a world of difference. I have also found when I'm by myself, I love like Amazon Music and just being able to like click through a bunch of songs, and sometimes podcasts motivate me, and uh, yeah, I I've been fortunate not to be in your situation, because I feel like it's really helping me. I can imagine, um, I probably wouldn't be walking in circles at 5 a.m. by myself for
Right.
very long. So, um, yeah,
Well, one
it's it's just something that I feel like is very important because not that I'm like perfect at this by any stretch, but I do want to live a long life. And just in the 4 or 5 months, however long I've been doing it for my doctor and my test results to like look as good as they do, I'm like, well, that wasn't that hard, like,
right.
yes, it is, but not really, like
Mhm.
it could have been so much harder. So I do think it's worth it when you start to see results, and hopefully the results that are coming up ahead of me are going to be amazing too.
Well,
And
one thing. Go ahead, CD.
I just say one thing that that I'm slowly learning is it's not just about stepping on the scale, because you may not see the weight drop off when you're stepping on the scale. What with me doing the DDPY program, one of the things they have you do is take 6 progress pictures every month. I've been pretty diligent about that, but they also have you do measurements, so like measure your chest, your waist, your stomach, arms, and legs, and that's where up until recently I was seeing the biggest difference. And I've kind of plateaued for right now because I'm not as active as I need to be, but I I wasn't seeing it necessarily when I look in the mirror, when I look at the pictures, but when I put the that tape measure around, I can tell I'm losing because the numbers are getting lower. So
That's awesome, man. Good for
Well,
you.
well, one thing that I want to recommend to people too, and I know all of us have different opinions on AI. Trust me, we all do. I've been actually been using Chat GPT over the last like month to help with my workouts. Like I told it, hey, give me a Monday, Wednesday, Friday workout plan, and it's giving me, and I've stuck pretty steady with this workout plan. And the nice thing is, it'll tell you, at least for me, like so I'll do my workouts, I'll log it, I'll send it into the chat, it'll tell me kind of where my progress has been, and they'll say, okay, on your next workout, aim for this. So it's kind of always telling me when I need to step up a weight or whatever. If I've been on the same kind of weight for a while, okay, now maybe it's time to step up. And that's one thing that I've actually found pretty nice. And it's like, if I want to do a different kind of workout, like say I want to do a core body workout one day as opposed to lifting weights, I can say, hey, give me a workout for this. And it gives me a pretty damn good workout. Like I actually did one today and I got done doing it this morning. I was like, holy shit. So I mean, again, I know people have their misconceptions or whatever about Chat GTP and AI, but you can definitely use it for some really useful things like that. So
and I'll
I
jump
think
in.
ChatGPT is amazing. It is.
uh, we've got Josh in the chat talking about DDPY series Change or Die, which is on Tubi. I believe they're posting episodes on YouTube. If you guys haven't watched it yet, or if anyone watching hasn't watched it yet, I highly recommend it. It's very, very inspiring, very motivating. I've watched through the series once. I'm planning on watching through it again just to kind of refresh, but worth your time if you haven't watched it yet.
well, and the cool thing is too about that show, the one kid who's on it, I can't remember his name. I'm blanking on it now. Um, but like the youngest kid that they had on that show,
Taylor.
yeah, Taylor. Like I definitely feel like we saw a lot of similarities between both of us and him, just again because of how young he is, and it's interesting now to actually see the kid outside of the show. Like I don't follow him on social media, but every once in a while it'll come up on my algorithm, and that dude's still putting in the work. So I'm like, hey, you know what? Like that's you love to see that type of thing.
For sure, for sure.
I
Hey, good
do
old Nick Bull.
I do think it's a lot of fun when you what's up, dude? What's up, Nick? And everybody. I
Hey,
can't log into
Austin.
the chat, but yeah.
What should Nick do on April 4th?
What?
What should Nick do on April 4th?
Oh, I think he should have his hair slicked back and a singlet, black and white boots like mine. I think he looked good, dude. He's a tall dude, right? He's got the
Yep.
long hair, right? He's looking
He
all
could kick
right.
Rory Fox in the nuts.
We all could. Yeah. Yeah. No, and see, like that's something for me that's exciting. Like you talk about doing that and getting in better shape and being able to do more. I'm really excited to start to be in a situation again where people can test me and I can be tested in the ring. And I don't mean that in like, you know, can I have a 5-star match every time? I mean like, hey, can I go fast for a while, right?
Hmm.
Like, can I go 25 minutes and feel great? And I think that I mentally I'm there. Mentally I'm ready to start like pushing it, right? Like getting a big sweat and putting on a clinic again. And I would not have been able to do that without the 4 or 5 months of confidence that I built so far. Just going to the gym every day, 5 days a week at least. Sometimes I go on the weekend. My wife and I walk home. We live out in the middle of nowhere, so I mean we can just there's like a county park right next to us. We walk around the block. It's good. And
Well,
with the weather
she
getting
had a nice
warmer,
post about noticing the difference in you even the other day too, and that's the one
yeah.
thing, especially with our wives, they see us every day. They're not going to see the physical difference because they
Yeah.
see us every day, and it's like something like that. Your wife would be like, "Hey, you're walking a hell of a lot faster."
I didn't even know she took that picture. We were talking and walking and doing our thing, and I guess she trailed behind me a little bit and snapped it. And that makes you feel good, right? Like,
Hmm.
that was a surprise for me. And um, yeah, you take these pictures and you post them and you talk about it, and you put yourself over all the time about putting in the work. But when somebody else sees it and notices it and says, "Hey, good for you," that's awesome. I want to tell you guys something that I thought was crazy. The YMCA that I belong to, and maybe that you guys do too, they started a 2 month, 120-mile walking challenge, right? It was March and April. And maybe it wasn't like you could run, you could walk, you could bike, you could I think do more things. Um, that's okay. So now I started this, and keep in mind, like a year ago, I might get 1,000 steps a day. Like not a lot, right? I
Yeah,
just sit on my ass and be on my phone and get my work done, and that's all that was required of me. I'm getting 10,000 plus steps a day now, every single day. There was one day where I had 25,000 steps, and it's
woo.
just huge when you see like where I was a year ago to where I am
Yeah,
now. Like,
yep.
oh man, like good on you. Like, I'll wake up in the morning and I'll be putting my watch on and doing that stuff, and it'll tell me stats from like a year ago or from the last week and so on, and it's like I'm a totally different person.
Hmm.
So I mean, I don't know how many miles 1,000 steps a day is, but it's not much, right? So
Right.
120 miles for 2 months. To me, that sounds like a ton. I am at, so I'm at 54 miles logged in the gym this month. I'm
Nice,
gonna I'm gonna hit 60. I'm gonna hit my monthly goal by this week. I mean, what's
nice.
today? Today's Wednesday. I'll hit it by Friday. I'll hit it by 5:45 in the morning on Friday. I think that's super cool, dude. It's not the end
Hell
of the
yeah.
month. I'm still going to get more time
Yeah.
in. When I hit that 120-mile mark, that's huge. I don't think I walked 120 miles in a year. I'm serious. I'm not exaggerating. Like I guarantee, or 120 miles. Yeah, 120 miles in a year. So I don't know. I'm proud of that. That's something that I thought, okay, let's see if we can do this. And now, like, yeah, 3 miles a day during the week is a lot, but like, not really, like I'm just trying and we're doing it and we're getting it. So, but there's one guy, Kurt W., 156 miles so far this month. Not me. Not me. So he's done 100 more miles than I have. Can you believe that? Is that
That's
incredible? Like,
yeah.
good on him. So there's different levels and stuff, but I'm proud that my buddies and I are all doing this, and yeah, we're one of my buddies is he's done almost 100 miles this month, so good for him. We're all
Yeah.
just dads trying to figure it out, middle-aged men that kind of need a little work, and I'm really proud of you guys for doing this because I I think that it does help on accountability when you post like Zach. I saw here today or yesterday you posted you know, you got the 30-minute walk in early in the morning and you got the sweaty pictures and that. And I'm like, hey, that's awesome. Like that you have a community of people to like lift you up and build you up.
Hmm.
Because not everybody has the two buddies at 5 a.m., you know? So if you can have the camaraderie, whether be it social media or texting or email or whatever it is, like that's awesome. And this podcast once a month doing it, like I've been, I'm probably the least qualified to talk about this, but I'm probably the most qualified for change. You know, it's like I see Storm Thomas and he's just, man, he looks amazing, right? Like I'm never going to be him. Um, and so like it's fun to listen to him and have this platform. But
Yeah.
no, thank you for doing it.
Almost makes you wish we could get Storm for one more run.
Yeah, I did talk to him here
And
last week, and I would love to have him at Bridge City Slam this year, and just to be there. Like,
yeah,
okay, if everything else is a bonus, but like to
yeah,
be there is like, dude, let's
yeah.
go.
Yeah,
You know?
I text him fairly frequently through Facebook Messenger. I texted him the other day after one of my workouts. I kind of showed him the Chat GPT progress, and it sounds like he kind of does the same thing with Chat GPT as well. So that was just kind of fun to see, you know, kind of his reaction to it, and kind of just for us to continue to stay in touch with one another. And yeah, like, you know, if you guys want any great fitness tips for those of you watching, Storm Thomas, he's another great person to follow out there on social media.
And I think last month you had Death Dealer on,
Yep.
and
Yep.
I've been watching him. We started at about the same time. Now he's been he's been going forever, but like I think we both started like last November-ish together. Like I started seeing him do stuff when I was doing stuff, and like I don't know, it's just awesome, man. You see
Mhm.
his results, you see him at a show, and he's got the cutoff shirt, and I love cutoff shirts. You know, I can't wait until I'm like, uh, but
Well, it's fun
yeah,
for me to look back on on Facebook memories, especially this time now, since kind of the beginning of the year here, and I see all my accountability posts from last year on my Facebook page, and I'm like, I'm still doing it. Because
yeah,
that was kind of my motivation for starting the whole accountability post photos, because I was like, I want to be able to look at myself a year from now and tell myself, see, you're still doing it. Or
yeah.
if I fell off the wagon for whatever reason, I can say you need to get back on there because yourself from a year ago would not be happy.
Yeah. So like my wrestling promo pictures, I love it. My shoulders look beautiful. Everything else, not so much. Everything else is like, dude, you need to stay in the gym. But I'm excited because I think that I'm going to keep this up. We're going to keep working hard, and I think that for me, those like progress photos are going to be big. Um, yeah. So
Did have you noticed since you've started kind of really hitting it hard in the gym, you've had a few matches here already this year since the start of the year. Have you noticed a difference in your in-ring work this year compared to even just a little bit of matches you had last year? Because I know you had a couple matches last year too. Have you been able to see a difference in yourself?
I'm sharp mentally. Mentally, I'm able to think instead of like trying to like grasp for life. So I've done 5K. I've done 5 or 6 5Ks. Did it every year with my wife. And a couple years ago, I went into this 5K without any practice, anything. I just threw on some shoes. I didn't eat breakfast. I'm just like, all right, I'm signed up. We paid for it. I got to go, whatever. So, guys, I thought I was going to die. I mean, we saw an ambulance go by, and I shit you not, I'm thinking they need to like stop and make room for two because it was so
Was
bad.
was that
So bad.
the after your match in the summer for IMF last summer? Because that was one of your first matches
No,
back. Was that
no, this is two
summer
years
show?
ago. Yeah,
Okay.
this is whatever. This is 2026, so this would have been like April of 2024.
Okay.
Um, And it was so bad. And I sat down at a picnic table and afterwards on the town square, and like I couldn't get up, I couldn't walk, my feet hurt so bad. Um, Shoes are so important, guys. Like when I first started doing this again in November, I was just wearing shoes.
Yeah.
Like I had huge blisters on my feet. I couldn't walk, but I kept doing it because like you
Hmm.
can't quit. But then I went out and I bought 2 new pairs of shoes for like $350, like just a buttload of money for me to spend on shoes. I mean, I'm buying $40 shoes for the last 20 years of my life. So this was like crazy. And I thought, there's no way. These shoes are amazing. I haven't had a blister since I bought these shoes.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a big deal. So like, I couldn't walk after I did that last 5K. I hurt so bad. Um, so having the right shoes, I think, is very important. It has been for me. It's been a game changer for me. Um, I'm going to do this 5K and probably still get my butt kicked. But I'm excited for it because I feel like I'm prepared, at least like mentally. I'm like, all right, I can do this. I do it every day. So we're gonna be okay. We're gonna try to run a little bit, jog a little bit, walk a little bit, do what we have to do. I'm gonna survive. I've got some good shoes on. Um, but mentally, like for wrestling, when I come, I just feel like mentally I'm sharp. I'm with it. I have ideas, and when I'm out there, I can think. And that might make sense to a lot of people, and it might not make sense to a lot of people. But when you're in the match, you got to know like what's next. And when you're blown up and out of shape, you're just like waiting for it to get over. Can't happen soon enough. Like, just get me out of here. I've I've been lucky to have some matches that have went really well and been really entertaining, and the crowd has welcomed me back. And I'm just like, sometimes when it's over, I wish it wasn't. I wish you could keep going. Um, I think I had a 10-minute match last weekend, and I'm like, dude, I wanted 25. I wanted just more, like I want to like keep going. And so you can't always, but it's whatever. So yeah, I think move wise, I'm fine. Safety wise, I think I'm fine. Speed wise, I could probably still speed up a little bit. I've had 2 knee surgeries, so that does slow you down. No matter how good you're feeling, that does slow you down because your body just works differently now. But yeah, no, I've been very happy to be back. One of my first matches we did in Delta last year back. I think we were out there for like 35 minutes. It was a 6-man tag. We were out there for a while, and it wasn't all work. It wasn't all wrestling. We did some talking and some entrances and exits and all that, but like 35 is a lot. I felt pretty good, and that's before I started working out. So I kind of want some more of those opportunities where you're out there truly with like all eyes on you and you have to perform. Like, you can't shit the bed, like 10 minutes isn't bad. You can do 10 minutes. But there's so much more.
Did you ever think, especially after that moment back in 2024, that here you would be 2 years later doing, and as you're going to have a 20-year anniversary kind of tour, because you're booked quite a bit to wrestle this year, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, 21 year, brother. Don't cut me
wild,
short, dude.
Man. Mr. Bandy, hello.
Yeah, 2 years ago, I thought I'll never do another 5K. And my buddies and I were talking this morning that we might actually sign up for another one in June. And
nice.
We're all from Kyoto, and they do a 5K. They do a half marathon and all that stuff. So we're like, hey, maybe we'll do this. And like they do like mud runs and stuff and color runs, and like I think I've always wanted
to do a color run. I always thought a color run would be a lot of fun.
I did a color run in downtown Des Moines when we lived up in Altoona, and it was fun. It was really fun. I would totally do that again. Yeah, absolutely. I would love that. And it's not, I'm not saying I would love it because I'm just like this physical specimen of amazing. It's just fun. It truly is fun. And it's something to work towards and to gear up to. Would I have thought 2 years ago that I would be wrestling? Absolutely not, because at that time I absolutely did not want to. And I just got booked again today. I had 2 opportunities today for matches. One, I already had something, but I feel like at this rate I could maybe hit 30 matches this year, maybe 35. Wow, guys, like I'm 38. Maybe we can do 38 for 38. But it's fun, and I'm really proud of that. I feel like I can control the narrative with my matches. I'm not able to go 100 miles an hour, but I really enjoy working the crowd. And I worked with a younger guy last week, a newer guy, and it's fun to teach and to coach while you're dancing out there together. So
For
yeah,
sure.
I really do. When people were asking me a couple years ago, like, why don't you wrestle again? I'd love to wrestle with you. And I'm thinking, no, you want to? uh, it is fun now to look at some of those people, and I don't know if they remembered saying that or they were just flirting with me, but like, it is fun to look at them now and be like, so we could do this. Like, I'm here now, and
Did
I'm
you
capable.
did you ever think you would kind of find yourself in a program with Roy Fox, who's never really slowed down? Like, he's been again at this since 1999, and here he is again. He's had his fair share of surgeries over the years too, but now here you are, kind of in the midst of this battle, kind of going on with Rory himself. And did you ever, even a year ago, did you picture yourself as this being a possibility? Because again, Rory has really never stopped wrestling.
I pictured myself beating his ass for years. Oh my God. Yes, is the answer. Absolutely. Every single day I wake up and I see CEW, I see my baby, I see my shows, I'm promoting it, I'm going town to town saying, hey, come check us out, see us. And then this prick's always at the top. And I'm like, yeah, I really, 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 really want that. And that's been a motivator for me. And so far so good, right? We've had some really fun opportunities to wrestle in Cedar Rapids. I think that there's a following that might follow us down to Oskaloosa, Delta, Tumwa, these different areas. We're coming to my hometown of Wellman. We might do my town celebration in Kielda this year. 20-year class reunion, whooping Rory Fox's ass in my hometown. Like, like, yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I totally wanted to do this. I feel like Rory is so good at what he does, and he's meant so much to CEW. And selfishly, I feel like I've been around for a long time and kind of been an afterthought behind the scenes. And I kind of want that one run while my son remembers me as being like not the guy in the mask, that wrestles in a random rumble. I want to be somebody that you're proud of, somebody that you enjoy. And so genuinely 100%, like, if there was somebody that I got to punch in the face, Rory's the one I want to do it with. So yeah, April 4th we're going to do it in Oskaloosa, and that's going to be a good time, I hope, because I hope I become CW champion for the first time ever, and I'm going to rig it where it just lasts forever. We're never going to have another show again. I'm just going to retire the champion. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. I'm going to go back to eating nachos, and it's going to be awesome. No, seriously, like, Rory's somebody that I absolutely had my mindset on, but now that I'm working out, now that I'm seeing people, now that I'm experiencing other crowds and other workers in the ring, like, I want to keep doing that, and we're going to. So Rory was the motivator, and we're going to do some amazing things together. We're going to hopefully make some moments for each other, but also make some moments for wrestling, for sure, wrestling fans, right? So I don't know. It's wild. Brandon, happy to see you back in the ring. Happy to have you around supporting younger talent in IMF. Thank you. Kick ass this weekend. Well, I'm not going to kick ass this weekend because I don't have a show and I probably get arrested. But April 4th, I will kick ass. You're going to see me in Cedar Rapids. Like, I think I'm going to AEW. I'll just for you, Brandon, just for asking me. I'm just gonna, bam, random stranger. Brandon asked me to.
So speaking of, like national wrestling, we do like to talk wrestling scene. Are you actually going to the AEW show this weekend here in town?
Dude, I bought $20 front row seats off of the floor today, and I feel like the man because I don't like spending a whole lot of money, and I just found really good seats that are really, yes, do it. I will. Yeah, so I am going. I kind of hope that my attention is torn between Elite Eight Iowa Hawkeyes and the wrestling show. I don't
Right?
watch, yeah, like I love basketball, so
Yeah.
I don't watch AEW. I like you. I grew up going to Five Seasons Center, U.S.
Yep.
Cellular Center, so
Yep.
this is more of a nostalgia thing for me.
Yep. I was telling CZ before we got on, I feel kind of weird missing the show because I've gone to pretty much every wrestling event that's happened downtown, with the exception of the sold out pay-per-view. Since I've been going to wrestling shows, that's, I think, the only one I missed. I'm a little bummed to be missing this one, but our good friends over at Live Pro Wrestling, they're doing a Zach Grigg Memorial Battle Royal in Marshalltown on Saturday. So I was like, well, I should probably be there to help honor our good old buddy there, and
Yeah.
stop at the Flying Elbow there in town. Which, if you haven't been to the Flying Elbow, you need to go. It's I don't have you heard of it?
Oh, I've heard of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tina Mercer's told me all about it.
Oh yeah, yes.
I haven't
Yes,
been
yep.
there. Yeah. No, have fun this weekend. Good luck to them.
Yeah.
Good luck to everybody running shows this weekend. I think there's like 3 or 4
Yeah.
at least. I mean, which
It's a
is
good problem to
amazing.
have, though. I mean, I was
hoping
I-
to be in Des Moines for Madhouse, but
yep.
life happens, so
Yeah.
it's fine. But definitely Plan B going to AEW.
Yeah, I'm
Madhouse
sure
sounded-
Briston's so bummed.
Briston could care less, dude. He loves Fortnite. He'd rather be playing Battle Royales and being Bugs Bunny. Yeah. And we love playing Fortnite with him. So, yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be good. We've got good enough seats. Some of his buddies are going.
Cool.
Yeah, people will recognize him and talk to him at the shows and stuff. So it'll be good. We'll buy
it
some over.
Looks like tickets for that show were selling pretty decently too, which I was telling CZ. I'm like, you know what? That's a good thing to have because we don't get WWE here anymore. So I'm like, if we can at least get something here, like that would be awesome.
And that's disappointing that WWE doesn't come to. They don't come here either to the Quad Cities. So it's disappointing. I can understand why, because they sell out those giant arenas, but it bums me out. They could. I'm sure.
The mark of the Quad Cities.
Yeah, but what's the arena in Cedar Rapids? Remind me, is it?
Well, right now it's the Alliant Energy Powerhouse Center.
I was close. Alliant or the Mark of the Quad Cities could host like an NXT or a Ring of Honor show easily.
Yep.
Yeah, I love the Mark of the Quad Cities. Behind me, you see a bunch of posters from the Quad Cities. That's where I actually was an extra on an episode of Raw at the Mark of the Quad Cities back in the day. I love that place. It was so much fun. My mom would take me there as a kid. Went to the U.S. Cellular Center. I love that. Got to Vets Auditorium in Des Moines. So this is a nostalgia trip for me. And my son wants to eat at Puncheros. My wife wants to shop at Goodwill. So there's going to have to be something in it for all of us. And we really want the Hawkeyes to be in the Elite Eight. So hopefully that happens, and we can like go across the street to a sports bar and watch that, and then go in and I really don't watch AEW or anything. So I don't have any expectations for the show other than there will be a ring. And
hey, sometimes that's not bad though, to kind of go in with just a blank slate. Like that's sometimes that's not a bad thing either.
Yeah. I enjoy it.
If your expectations aren't set too high, then you can't be disappointed, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
I see that, and I'm not the biggest follower of AEW. I will watch their shows. Their pay-per-views, I can't justify spending. They're too long, and I can't justify $40 when I can get other wrestling for a lot less that I'm going to be a lot more entertained by. Yeah, and that's not a knock on them for their talent or for anything they do. It just not my personal cup of tea.
Yeah, I'll tune in every once in a while. Like I got it on here kind of in the background as we have the show going on, kind of keeping an eye on. I think they're in Minnesota tonight. I would imagine our friends from the 2 Count, at least a few of them, I would imagine, are probably at the show tonight, I would guess. But yeah, I don't really follow it weekly. Like Chris, you and I talk every week kind of on Wednesdays. I'm like, oh yeah, it's Wednesday, wrestling's on. Okay.
CZ, you need some swag. You need some CEW swag on your back wall. I'm looking at the wall, and we need to get you taken care of. Is that a Dreamwave poster?
All about it.
Is that a Dreamwave poster?
Dreamwave adjacent. It's After Dark.
Yep.
Their most recent.
Coco Beware.
Yep, and I got to get rid of that because I'm not a big fan of his. I'll tell you that story off air.
Who do you want to see? Who do you want to see at Bridge City Slam besides Coco Beware?
You know what? We should book Steve Borden's son.
I saw that actually. I saw that. Everybody seems possible except airfare. Airfare is impossible.
I can imagine so.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Bridge City Slam is going to be a lot of fun this year, guys. Oh my goodness.
When, Austin, can we expect, for those of us that are in the chat here, when can we expect to see some announcements for Bridge City Slam? Do you have a date in mind, or what are we waiting on?
Yeah, next Wednesday, I think April 1st for April Fool's Day, I'm going to start making some announcements. I'm going to go in, I'm going to work out in the morning at the gym. I'm going to run around like a fool, go drive my school bus, do a field trip, make an announcement, maybe one a day, and then tickets go on sale about the 10th of April. So, yeah, I'm excited. I've been holding on to this one for a little while this year. Like I've known about it since January, some of them, and last week booked a couple more, and so it is something that I feel like it takes a little while. Like it's like 9 months worth of my mind for this show, so I don't want to jump into it too early, and people get annoyed real fast if you just post nonstop. So we've got Oskaloosa April 4th that we're going to be talking a lot about next week.
One more time,
yeah. I mean, I don't know. In the current environment, yes, one more time. I'm just okay with it. It's whatever. Like, I'm not going to force it anymore. It just is what it is. So.
But the building itself, though, is just so easy to set up. you pull up there, boom. We don't have to walk down any stairs or nothing. Just easy setup, and yeah, it's just a great little venue that's been really good to us. It has a lot of fond memories for a lot of us CEW fans over the years.
Yeah, so many cool moments there, and I feel like we will probably be back, but it's just going to take a change of environment. They are focusing on weddings. So, and basically, guys, I've been there since 2009 doing shows. I don't know how many shows I've done. At one point, we did one a month, and then we moved down to every other month. Then we did to once a quarter, and now who knows what we're doing. But I bet we probably had 60 or 70 shows there. So let's say 60. Like, it was a few $100 for most of the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then it became $1,000 last year, and now this year it's $1,500. And we just think about that. We would need 150 people at $10 a piece just to pay for the building, and I can't do that, right? For the fans, for the company, for the workers, for everybody. So it is what it is. It's okay. We'll figure it out. It's not the end of the world by any stretch, and it's just okay. Like there would have been a time in my life where I would have said, "Oh God, it's the end of the world." It's not. We're gonna be okay. We'll figure it out, and we'll land just fine. So,
for sure. And while we're talking about that Oskaloosa show, I know the three of us have spoken about this off the air. Zach, you and I are doing a little show there ourselves before the show.
Hell yes, we are. The usual pre-show we do. I'm excited for it. I know Austin's going to be excited for it before the bell. They're April 4th at 6 p.m. live on on the Card Subject Change Facebook page, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Our first Central Empire Wrestling live pre-show.
I'm excited for that. I'm super excited. I can't wait.
And I believe you're going to be on a little bit of commentary with me that night too.
That's the rumor. We'll see how that goes. I'm excited for that too, though. It should be fun.
Rumors starting here.
No,
What?
we don't
No.
deal in rumors and innuendo.
Innuendo's all right. Innuendo's all right.
Oh, that's fair.
Rumors get you in trouble. No. So yeah, I think if I look at the next year with my fitness, I want to keep doing what I'm doing, but I really, really want to get into weights more. Like I really want harder workouts, more intense, more like like
Yeah.
walking's fine, or school, but jogging's fine, whatever. But like I really want, and when I first started getting back into this in November, I was pumping and it was good and it was great. I just love that intensity. But it just right now is not working out as much. So hopefully in the next year we can pump a little more iron and do a little more physical stuff. I did get my wife a sauna at our house, and we've never used it.
That's one thing I wish my gym had was a sauna. I really wish our gym had one.
Yeah, well, I got one on the other side of this wall. I might try it out here tonight. Yeah, I set it up and neither one of us have used it yet, but hopefully that's rewarding when that happens. And yeah, I don't know. I hope that I get the opportunity to chat with you guys again and can say a little more. And I do really enjoy meal prepping. I enjoy chicken, right? Like I can just eat it plain and go for it and portion it out. That's fine. I do enjoy that. And like when I'm really locked in, I think it's so much fun, right? Like today I'm a little off. Yeah, I need to go get some groceries and stuff, but like when you're really truly locked in and going for it, and you can just go in the fridge and bam, get it, do it, leave. It's all like I think that's fun. I don't enjoy being around the kitchen doing all the meal prep twice a week, but
Right.
I mean, when you're truly doing it and you're in it to win it, and you know
Yeah.
that you're hitting all of your bullet points, like I think it does so much for you mentally.
Yeah, I was looking at the freezer earlier this week, and I'm running low on my meal prep, so I'll be doing a couple different meals here this weekend. I'm sure I'll post them on our Facebook pages here when I'm done. I have a couple of ideas of what I want to do, but yeah, it's it can definitely be easy if you want it to be, as far as, which is one thing that I've learned and I've thought is kind of nice. I'm like, it's a lot easier than I think people think it is, because I feel like when people think, oh, I need to cook, I think people can be really intimidated by it first. But I'm like, if you're finding easy, especially like crock pot recipes where you just throw it all together, boom, that's it.
Crock pot or putting things in the air fryer, that's what I like to do. And I don't have a big air fryer, so it takes a couple of rounds putting things in there. But, a couple chicken breasts each time, that takes maybe an hour of my day. And I'll put some rice in the rice cooker, and there's a few days worth of meals.
Yeah.
I love hard-boiled eggs. I love cooking chicken with jalapenos. It's great. I portion it out into like 7 ounces in a container, and boom, 3 times a day, go for that. I drink a lot. Like, I like flavored drinks. I don't really I'm drinking water right now to make it look good on a fitness show.
I have like a 1 liter water bottle that I kind of always have with me. I'll drink 1 full thing of it usually before lunch, and then I'll fill it up at lunchtime, and then I have one of those flavor packets like from Walmart or whatever, and I'll dip that in the afternoon, and that's kind of an afternoon drink, and then I'll probably have about half of another bottle at night here usually. The only problem is drinking a lot, you're peeing a lot.
I have one of those 1 gallon containers.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I really like that, especially if you start early. Like I can be done with that thing by like 1 or 2 o'clock. Like I enjoy that. Yeah. It's funny though, guys, because I don't really have a lot of like knowledge behind this. I'm just trying,
Hmm.
right? And there's so like you can only go up from here.
Yeah.
So that's something
Well,
I
hey,
don't
like I
need to
said,
be an
man,
expert on, but
chat GPT it. I mean, or
yeah.
again, you have so many friends in the wrestling business who are also really into fitness. Like our good pal Storm. Always ask people like that for advice. I mean, I'm sure they'd be, especially Storm. I'm sure he'd be more than willing to help you out.
Oh yeah,
And when you're
he's
go
always
ahead.
been good with us, and I'll just announce now he's coming on for the third time next month with us to check in, so that'll be cool. But yeah, I'm sorry, Austin, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
so we're buddies, right? Like so I won't go into details, but we were he tried training me back when he first started wrestling. And we got together for like a couple weeks and then I just kind of fell off. And then he tried again at a different time and I kind of fell off. And then he tried again at a different time and I kind of fell off. And he tried again at now I'm afraid to ask him for anything because I'm like, dude's not gonna believe me. He's not gonna be. I mean, he's my friend, but he's like, all right, Bayliss doesn't give a shit, right? Like, and so I am really proud now because I can post things and it's genuine and I'm doing it, right?
Mhm.
Like I'm now like this is a lifestyle. You wake up at 4 a.m. to go do it. Like you're committed. You're not just half-assing it. Like I'm truly
Yep.
there. I mean, 54 miles in 25 days. Like
Yeah.
for
That's
me,
pretty
as
damn
somebody
good.
that
Yeah.
did 1,000 steps a day, like
Yeah.
now I'm doing 25,000 steps a day. Like damn. So, um, no, it does feel good to see people that have kind of been cheering you on and you've been letting them down to like be like, hey, I'm doing it, baby. Like, here we go, you know? And I think that sometime somewhere he's going to see me and smile and be like, about time, you know? But like, welcome to the club, you know? And yeah. Oh, I got somebody calling me. It's okay.
All right.
I'll
Well,
call him
that's
back.
perfect timing then for us here,
Yeah,
Chris.
we're right up close to the hour mark, so I think that's going to wrap things up. Austin, this has been a very fun conversation. I'm glad we were able to get you on, and definitely have you come back down the road, talk more.
Yeah, well, hopefully when I come back, I have some better. Maybe I won't be wearing a sweatshirt and I can stand up and be like, "Yeah, baby, check it out, down 40 finally, down 50. Look at me." But no, thank you because if there's one thing that you get out of this from me today, the difference between me from a year ago and me to now, um, I've got my confidence, right? I've got like the belief that I can do this and that I'm going down the right path, and that is so important. I mean, there's going to be a lot of things that I find out that are important, but at least in the early stages, just believing in yourself that you're doing the right thing and can do it and keep going. Um, Seeing results with the doctor is huge. Um, so, yeah, thank
And
you guys.
that self belief is huge because one of the things, me being a big fan of DDP, one of the things he repeats is if you say you can or you say you can't, you're right.
Yeah.
So that having that mentality where you're believing in yourself is very key and very good to have. Um, any final thoughts before we close things out, gentlemen?
I don't think so. I'm looking forward to next month. Looking forward to April 4th in Oskaloosa for the live podcast and Central Empire Wrestling returning to Oskaloosa. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun couple weeks here.
I'm just
Excellent.
scrolling through the comments here, and I'm seeing the people that chimed in and seeing a lot of friends, seeing a lot of people that have motivated me, seeing a lot of peers that I'm proud of. They've done great things as well. Again, that's so cool. Man, the motivation you see on here, just from people saying, "Hey, keep it up, go for it." Get in a fight this week. It's I need some bail money, brother. Yeah. Start a
Hey, just
GoFundMe.
don't hop the guardrail like that kid did at Nitro years ago. We saw what happened there.
Yeah, or punch at the biggest guy in the building. Yeah. Final thought. It feels like an episode of Jerry Springer, and yeah. No, A final thought. Just thanks, guys. It's always good to chat. I mean, this is like an example of the 10-minute match that I wish was 25. I wish we had another hour and a half. So thank you so much for the people that did chime in, engage in the comments, watch, listen. You probably didn't get a whole lot out of me other than I'm just happy to be here. And yeah, but I am trying. I'm looking at myself and I'm like, hey, my face is a little like skinnier, and I just feel like a glow, and it's good. It's confidence, and in wrestling, especially like when you're getting back into it and wanting to be on a poster and wanting to be the focal point, like I think you kind of have to have a glow and have an attitude and tits up, chin up, and like just go for it. So like I'm definitely that. I definitely have that mindset right now, and hopefully down the road when we get back on here, I can show you some results, and you're like, wow, what a journey that's been. So thank you guys. Have a great night. We will see you soon.
Very much so. Thank you for being with us, Austin. Zach, thank you for always being there, being my accountability partner. That's going to wrap things up with this edition of Wrestling with Fitness. We will see you next month here at the last Wednesday. Until then, keep on keeping on.